Hello, welcome back to Zenith Unlocked Freedom from Addiction. We are moving through this final key on perseverance and are already at the third key in which we will look at how to persevere. We talked about what perseverance is in the first session and what to do if you fall in the second session. This is the game plan you should keep in mind while you are trying to persevere whether you fall or not. If you do not fall, this is the game plan that you live out each day. If you do fall, this is the game plan that you get right back to right away. You remember the lessons you learned from falling, but then you do not give it another thought, and you get right back to the game plan. Essentially, the game plan is to keep doing the work. Remember what you were supposed to be doing. Keep in mind the important lessons that you have learned, and keep doing the work. And what is the work? Exactly what you have been doing throughout this course. Follow the 10 keys from this course, follow through with the lessons, keep putting forth the effort to live out what you learned, and stay the course. Don't let the fact that you are tired, really want to give into your addiction, or have other circumstances or reasons to make you feel like quitting make you quit. You can do this. Honestly, if I of all people have done it, anyone can do this, especially you. Let's take a quick review of all that we've discussed these past 38 sessions. We will simply go over the keys and I will mention some main points from each one. First, we talked about loving the right things. And in this key, we talked about having the right motivation for your fight against your addiction. We talked about treasuring the good that you had in your life to help remind you that you are worth fighting for. And finally, we talked about how surrounding ourselves with beauty can help us fight for ourselves. In the second key, we discussed how delaying our gratification is a great way to strengthen our willpower and grow in patience in order to be better equipped in fighting our addictions. In the third key, we saw how the power of forgiveness is transformative and truly releases the one who is offended or hurt from experiencing more pain. We talked about how to deal with resentment, regret, and how to forgive once these things are dealt with. We discussed doing the opposite action in the fourth key. This might have been my favorite as we discussed how the great Michael Jordan was able to reshape himself to return to pro basketball and do the incredible things in that sport that he did. We applied this to our own work to help us train ourselves to grow stronger in the fight. In the fifth key, we talked about filling the void that is left by the addiction and what this looks like. We also talked about other coping mechanisms that can help you deal with stress, which can be a tremendous culprit in pressuring you to give into your addiction. The sixth key was positive thinking, an important skill that helps you handle the difficulties that you experience in life better and keeps you motivated when circumstances in your life can start to look grim. We also saw the importance of talking to yourself well through affirmations and controlling your thoughts to protect yourself from negative self-talk as well. In the seventh key, we looked at humility, which is so important in that it allows you to properly view yourself and love yourself so that once again you can believe that the fight you are fighting is worth it. We also looked at what can hurt our humility and potentially lead us back into our addiction, and then we discovered how you can find your purpose in life, which is a tremendous driving force in pushing you through to freedom from addiction. The eighth key was accountability, which is a huge tool for this fight in that it gives us more help to battle, especially when we feel shaky from the fight. We then talked about how to set up your accountability partner and how to hold yourself accountable. In the ninth key, on putting others first, we looked at the importance of love and how it can shape us to grow out of our selfishness to choose others and say no to our addiction with greater patience and confidence. Finally, in this 10th key, we have discussed perseverance and how the battle never goes away. It only weakens. The fight will always be there, and so you always need to be ready to show up. If you keep these keys in mind, possibly going through them all as a reflection exercise each day and put them to work, you will find freedom from your addiction. Just keep putting in the work and everything will be okay. Furthermore, if you think that you need to repeat this course again, that can be extremely beneficial. In fact, feel free to repeat the course as often as needed to help you persevere, fight, and win.